Hi guys, today we're going to be learning about an artist called Pablo Picasso. He was a Spanish painter and he lived from early 1900s to the 1960s. He's also credited with creating an art movement called Cubism. Picasso had three artistic periods. The blue period, which is when they said he was feeling a little bit sad, so he would paint in a lot of different kinds of blues and greens. Then he had what we call the rose period, and some people say that this is the time when he was in love. So he would use lots of different kinds of pinks and reds and pretty colors like that. Then he had his Cubist period, and this below is one of his Cubist pictures. Cubism is when an artist paints an object like a bottle or a person from lots of different angles, all in the same picture. So you see the front, the back, and the sides of the bottle or the face at the same time. In a way, it's a bit like having X-ray eyes. Here are some more examples of Picasso's pictures. Look how he's broken the picture up into lots of geometric shapes. Today, we're going to be making our own Picasso-inspired artwork, inspired by his Cubist period. Decide what you'd like to draw. I've decided I'm going to draw a butterfly today, but you could draw anything you like. A car, an apple, a bird, a house, a heart, anything you like. If you wanted to, you could find a picture on the internet or in a colouring in book and trace it. It just needs to be a simple picture that has bold, basic lines that will be easy for us to break up when it comes time. Great! Now that you've got your picture drawn, we can start breaking it up. Take a ruler and just rule lines straight through your picture. There's no way of doing it. You just rule the lines as you want to. Some big shapes, some small shapes, some diagonal, some vertical, some horizontal. It really doesn't matter as long as your picture gets split up into different pieces. The only thing I will say with this is try not to make any of your shapes too small, because remember, we're going to end up having to colour them in. Once you've drawn them in pencil, take a permanent marker and go over all your lines, including your picture, in black pen. As you're going over your lines, if you feel that there's one section that is too small or you don't want, just don't go over it. We can always rub that line out, or you can just go straight over it when it comes time to adding your colour. So as you're drawing it, see how it looks. If you find a section is too small or you don't want the line there, just leave it out. Likewise, if you feel that a section is too big, you could always add in an extra line. Great, well done. Now that you've done that part, we can start working on our colour. Now we start by looking at our colour wheel. Remember, our colour wheel is split into a warm side and a cool side. Let's start by looking at the warm colours on our colour wheel. Now there are shades of reds, oranges and yellows, and they should make us feel and imagine things like fire, autumn leaves, the colour of a peach or an orange, a beautiful sunrise or sunset. Now that we know what the warm colours are, we're going to take them out of our box and put them to one side to colour in later on. So we need all the reds, oranges and yellow shades. Right, put them to one side. We'll need them in a little while. Now let's go back to our colour wheel. We're going to look at the cool colours now. Those are shades of blues, greens and purples. And they make you feel and think of things like water, of ice, of cool forests and leaves. Them out of your box and put them aside. All the shades of blues and greens. And if you'd like, you can add a little bit of purple to it as well. Right, now that we've got the colours we need, we can put the box aside. We're going to start with the warm colours. And I've decided I'm going to use warm colours to colour in my picture. I'm going to start with red, and I'm going to colour in a couple of sections of my butterfly in red. I'm going to make sure that I don't have two red shapes next to each other, because I want to fill in the other shapes in the other warm colours, like oranges and yellows. Take a look at how we colour in our picture in different warm shades of colour: reds, oranges and yellows. Fantastic! Now that we've done our warm colours, we're going to look at our cool colours. And the cool colours we're going to use to colour in the background behind our picture. I'm going to use shades of blues and greens for this. I'm going to also make sure that I don't have the same shade of blue or green touching each other. As you're colouring, you'll soon see that the picture starts to stand out from the background because you've used warm colours and cool colours. So you can decide, would you like to use cool colours for your background like I have, or would you like to use cool colours to colour in your picture and warm colours for your background? You can choose. Either way, it works beautifully. If you've enjoyed this project and you've enjoyed learning about Cubism and Pablo Picasso, please like, share and subscribe.